Well, welcome along. I don't know about you guys, but I have got an Insta360 camera. Oh, that's my Insta360. It is fantastic. The only issue I have is the microphone. It's useless pretty much when you are vlogging on a motorbike, and I've had to record two cameras, one on the back to get audio and then overlay that audio onto the Insta360. Now that's not ideal because when you come to editing and you speed stuff up, and it just turns it into a bloody nightmare. So I don't want to be having to do that. It's a pain in the ass. Also, I want to have the option to get my voice,
It's the bloody roses.
into the 360 video. So I have got myself a wireless Go from Rode and a mic adapter for the Insta360. So I just wanted to show you these, and then I'm going to do a few tests and show you how it all works and how successful it's all been. So I'm just going to unbox it now. I'm also going to show you how I attach it to the case for the Insta360, if you can at all, and also how it can work with this, which is what I put on the side of the bike or on the top of the bike to mount the 360. So the 360 sits on there basically like that, this is then invisible. Open up this bad boy. That is the microphone adapter. Simple. Put that to one side, put that there. This I've already opened actually because I couldn't resist. As you can see, you tear that off, open it up, and inside you get a case which has got the receiver and the transmitter in it. You get two wind protector fluffy cat things, whatever you want to call them. This is to connect to the camera and then into the transmitter or receiver, sorry. Some other shit. You also get two charging cables, and that's the receiver and that's the transmitter, which has got a built-in mic, which is where these puppies just clip onto. Ooh, this is the first time I'm doing this, so it might be tricky like that. So thinking that I might actually mount this this receiver, sorry, what's that? That's the mic, the transmitter, the mic, somewhere on the bike to get better sound of the bike, or I'll put it on the side of my helmet. I'll put it on the side of my helmet or inside my helmet or somewhere and plug my microphone, which is in my helmet, into it, which goes there. So that's a microphone jack. You've got a mic and just stick it in there and have it in your helmet. Pretty easy. And then that can clip on somewhere or Velcro on somewhere. Really simple. This is the receiver. So the sound goes from this one to this one and into the camera. This has got a little gauge on here which shows you what the sound's like. You can adjust the dB and an on-off switch. Really simple. Again, tiny. Little clip on the back. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I'll put those back on charge. Now the reason they're on charge is because I have literally just bought this thing. They come flat as a pancake. So the mic adapter pops in to the side there like that. Like that. That plugs in there, and that goes into the receiver. And that works with 360 mod and also the 4K mod, and I'm assuming the 1-inch mod because it wouldn't make any difference. So if we put this in here, I'll just put that little door back in, like that, pop the door out, plug that in. Seems to be wobbly one way. It's actually okay. There you go. That's the mic in. What I'll do is I'll actually record some audio on this now. So this is using the Insta360 internal mic. I'm just going to put this over here like that for a second, and I'm going to walk away so you can hear me. You probably won't be able to hear me because I'm right over the other side of the room, so the sound will be pretty shocking. Now what I'm going to do is plug in the mic adapter, plug it into the receiver, turn that on. That pops up. It's trying to search for the transmitter, or the mic, so I'll turn the mic on. So you can see there is signal coming from the transmitter to the receiver, and you can just press the little dB button. So if I go well, I'll test that on the bike because that's obviously not really making that much difference. But what I'll do is I'll put the camera down again. I'll take the microphone, just hold it about a foot away from my face, and I'll walk over to the other side of the room, and you should be able to hear me as clear as day because right, so we know that that works. Now I'm going to try and put it all together and see if I can get a setup that works on the bike. Got a screwdriver normally that I do this with, which is way easier. I'll get that nice and straight. So that's that. What I'm thinking I'll do is I'll thread the cable through here and then mount this down here like this, or somewhere on the bike, and then I've got to see whether that's actually invisible still. Oh man, it doesn't fit through. That's a pain in the ass. Let's have a look on here, see if we can figure out what the story is. So I've wrapped that around, and as you can see on the screen here, if I just hold the stick at the bottom, you can see my hand and my other hand and the stitch line, because it's a bit of a shit angle and a shit thing that I'm doing right now, but you can't see that cable. If I go like that, you can see the cable. If I go like that, you can see the cable. So as long as we keep that kind of close to the pole, then we should be good, I reckon. Yeah, that looks pretty all right. Now I'm going to try putting this on here. Looks like a cable tie on as well. You see that? See a little bit of it. Bring it up and see what happens there. Oh yeah, you can see more of it. Go that way. Oh, only just. Anyway, there's a few things I'm going to try out. How about that? There, look at that, gone. Can't even tell it's there. Bloody brilliant. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Hopefully, when I stick that in, you still can't see it. No, you can't see it. So one thing I wanted to point out on this, which I didn't see before, was when you turn it on, there's a little kind of volume icon there, which is telling you what dB level you're at. And as you click through, it gets higher. So that's telling you that's low, mid, and high. I think I had it on the wrong settings. Yeah, that makes it a bit easier to know where you're at. So that is hopefully going to give me sound, and then I can put this anywhere I like with a mic, so in my helmet or on the back of the bike, under the seat, and yeah, we'll just have to give it a bit of a test. Give it a bit of a test. Nice work. Right, well I'll make a video on the bike, and we'll test out a few things and see how it goes. Just a little test. Let's try the dB. Test. Okay, we'll try it on the louder one to start off with. Here we go. That's looking alright. There's some shit happening. We're recording. Hopefully, it should be good. Whoa. Now that's loud. I'll put on to mid one. Oh, that's the bottom one. We'll try the bottom one to start off with. See how we go. And then I'll have a bit of a play. This is a loud bike though. Probably can't hear a thing because the microphone is on my chin outside of the helmet, so it's probably a little bit too loud, but hopefully you can. Yeah, so as I was saying, it's a nightmare trying to get decent audio quality out of the camera when it's there. So the point is, get a microphone wireless that shields the wind noise. I won't go. There's a police car. Hello, police car. Goodbye, police car. Lost my fuzzy thing, my dead cat. I have to go and fucking find it. Can't see it, can't see it, can't see it, can't see it. Oh, that looks like it. Yeah. That lasted about 10 seconds. Let's try something else. So it turns out I do actually have a microphone in here, which I completely forgot about. So hopefully this one is doing a better job. Right, there's a microphone in my helmet. So now I'm using the internal microphone in the helmet, which doesn't have a dead cat on it, so it might be a bit windy, but we'll give it a go anyway. Be interesting to see how the difference is in sound. Oh, my ball and my blooming thing's coming loose. The camera's wobbling around all over the place. Have to tighten that up. It's all going wrong, isn't it? It's all going bloody wrong. Let's try it over here. Anyway, that's interesting that it seems to be working well. Let's tighten this ball up. Right, take two. Another police car. What the? Better not do any speeding. This Ruroc helmet actually is a little bit windy. Slightly, just ever so slightly, I wouldn't say too big, but I'd say less snug than my AGV helmets. I've got two extra large AGV helmets. One of them's more snug than the other. It's a Veloce GT, and then I've got a Corsa R, which is a beautiful helmet. I love that helmet. I'd definitely get another one of those. I mean, I like it. It's a good everyday helmet. It's not my favourite, if I'm honest. Hello, Mr. Police. The pig. The fuzz. The old Bill. The Rozzers. The bloody Rozzers. Oh, I'm going to obviously have to have a look at this video before I tell you. It's going to be fascinating to see on the video how good the road wireless is. So my bike, whether you can see it. Let's have a look. I'll go down the motorway and see how it stacks up on the motorway. Here we go. We're getting noisy now. Oh shit, I haven't done my helmet up. Fuck. Ah, bollocks. Hope it doesn't blow off. Oh, we look like we're clipping a little bit. It's gone into the yellow and the red, so I might just try and do the old DB thing and see what happens. Right, I pressed the DB once. I pressed it again. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with the sound there. Remember, the microphone in my helmet is recording this sound. And all you hear that strap clapping against the helmet. That's a bit silly of me. I'll fix that when I stop at the lights here. I bet they're green as well, aren't they? Yes! The only time you want them to go red is when your helmet's undone, right? There you go. So we are on full. No, mid. God, I can't even see. I haven't got my glasses on. Now we're on full. Now we're on low. I'm going to try low. I don't even know whether I actually pressed the button properly on the motorway there, so we'll have to see. But this is now on low, and the microphone's quite close to my mouth, so it should be okay. It's a really neat little unit, really simple. Nothing to work out, no menus or anything like that. It's just turn it on, plug it in, off you go, which is pretty clever, I reckon. Original Katana, very nice. What I'm really looking forward to is being able to just edit 360 footage within the app and not have to muck around with the sound, because like I said, as soon as you start mucking around with timings you have to resync the sound. It's just a bloody nightmare. It takes forever and it just puts me off doing anything. I've got this video. I went out for a ride with a mate of mine last week around the Coromandel Loop, which is this beautiful ride,
and I'm having to sync up all of these. I had two cameras. Actually, I've got two sessions, and I used both of those on the back, and I have to find the footage for those, sync them up to the footage on the 360, which I've done a little bit of work on and done some speeding up on, and then I can't find the points to resync the sound, and oh fuck that, it's just too much hard work. So hopefully this is the solution to that issue. Right, the end of my ride for now, so we'll have a look and see how it all works out.
So I've been happily talking away on the Insta360 through the road Go wireless microphone, which is on the back of my helmet. I hope, yes, back of the helmet, and then there's a microphone in the helmet. And I realised I hadn't pressed record because I was too concentrated on getting the wireless microphones to work. What a dick, what a dick, what a dick. Anyway, they're working now. So, just in case I didn't record that stuff, which I don't think I did, I just wanted to say that my little test was reasonably successful. And I've got it in the mid-range of dB options right now, so I'm going to check that out on this video, and I think mid to high is okay. Low is for really loud situations, like if I put the microphone under the on my Tuono underneath the seat or something. That might be where the low one comes in, so I can get some exhaust noise rather than just wind. Anyway, so I'm really happy with this Road Go wireless product. I think it is awesome. It's amazing, and relatively well priced as well, which is good. So yeah, it ticks all the boxes. I just can't believe that I haven't found out about this earlier, and that more people aren't using them. I just don't get it. I mean, I no longer have to have a GoPro on my helmet with that stupid adapter to record amazing high definition or 4K or 5.7K actually footage, which is what this is recording right now. And my helmet's free, there's nothing on it apart from the little box on the back and a microphone on the inside. It just makes so much sense. I just don't know why I haven't done it. Oh god, it's slipping around again. Sort that ball out. I'm really happy. So I suggest you going, if you're into this kind of thing, and if you're watching this you probably are, go and get yourself one. Peanut M&Ms and chewing gum. Lovely. That's what I want to know. Can you even hear me? We'll soon find out. Au revoir.